All right, Algebra 1, 8-7, solving ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So last time in 8-6, we didn't have this a here. We just had one x squared. Now, this time we have a number here in front. Dang it. So here's our example of the first one that we're going to look at here, which is 3x squared plus 8x plus 4. So here we have this 3. Dang it. That's going to make our life a little bit tougher. But let me show you something that we have at our disposal here, and it is called the magic x. So we're going to explain the magic x over here, and then we're going to use it over here with this example. So I've got ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, so that's just the form that we have here in this expression. And we're going to try to factor it. So here's what the x looks like. I've just drawn x. I see that I have a number here in front, like this 3, and so I know, oh no, I need to draw an x. This is how the x works. I take the a value, and I multiply it by the c value and put it up here on top. Down in the bottom, I just put my b value, whatever that is. And then I have two fractions, one on each side. Don't be scared, everything's going to be okay. And then I'm going to put my a value down here in the denominator. Now, I'm going to put a number here and a number here, a number 1 and number 2. And I'm going to explain what those numbers are. Okay, so for number 1, number 1 times number 2 equals a times c. And number 1 plus number 2 equals b. So all I'm saying here is whatever I multiply together to get the number that I get here, and I also add those same numbers to get this number here, those are the numbers that I put right there. Now, when I'm all done, then I take this a number and I put it right here, and so it'll be ax plus number 1, and whatever this number is ends up being here, ax plus number 2. Now, these fractions, when they might get simplified here. And so these a's might be a little bit different. You'll see that as we move forward. But this is your idea. This is it. The denominator goes here next to the x. The numerator goes over to the right. All right, let's do this example here. Enough magic for right now. Okay. So this 3 is the a, the 8 is the b, and the 4 is the c. Okay, a is next to the x squared, b is next to the x, c is all by itself. So now I'm going to draw my x. 3 times 4 on the top, 3 times 4, so that's 12. 8 goes on the bottom, that's my b value. And now I put 3 in my denominators here. Now I have to think, what do I multiply together to get 12 and add together to get 8? 3 and 4, that'll give me 7. Let's see, 6 times 2 is 12, and I add that together to get 8. So I've got 6 and 2. I add those together to get 8, multiply those together to get 12. Now, 2 over 3, that's in simplest form, but 3 over 6, or 6 over 3, I can reduce that down to 2 over 1. I want to keep the 1 in the denominator. I know 6 divided by 3 is 2, but I want to keep this as a fraction. So what I do to the bottom, I do to the top. I divide by 3, I get 2 over 1. Now I rewrite my factored form, or I write my factored form. The 1 goes next to the x, and the 2 goes over here to the right. Oops, I wrote a 3. That's 2. And now here, the 3 goes next to the x, and the 2 goes over here. So here's my factored form. X plus 2 times 3x plus 2. If I were to FOIL these out, I would end up with 3x squared plus 8x plus 4. That's how I could check my work. Okay, we're going to do a few of these, so hopefully this will help kind of get a hold of this. Let's do another one. 6m, m squared plus 7m minus 3. Okay, I've got this 6 over here. I'm very upset about it, but I get to use some magic, so it's not all bad. What I put on the top here is 6 times negative 3, so 6 times negative 3 is negative 18. I've got my fractions here. I'm going to put 6 on the bottom of those, and 7 goes at the bottom of my x. Now I need to decide, what do I multiply together to get negative 18, add together to get positive 7? Let's see, 2 and 9 give me 18, and if I subtract 2 from 9, I get 7. Okay, so I'm going to have 2 and 9, but which one should be positive and which one should be negative? Because I want negative 18, positive 7. 9 minus 2 is a positive 7. Okay, 9 times negative 2, negative 18. 9 plus negative 2, positive 7. Whew. Now both of these fractions can be reduced a little bit or simplified. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, negative 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Negative 1 over 3. These both have a 3 in them, so I'm going to divide both by 3. And so 9 divided by 3 is 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Okay, now I'm just going to write my factored form here. The denominator goes next to the m in this case, so 2m. The 3 goes over here, plus 3. The 3 goes next to the m, 3m, minus 1. All right, FOIL that thing, and you should find, you should get this polynomial. Let's do another one together. This time you're going to do it on your own. 12y squared minus 4y minus 5. So draw your x, get that set up. All right, get to work. This one is a little bit tricky because 12 times negative 5 is a pretty big, it's negative 60, right? So you're gonna have a little bit work to do, but not too bad. All right, go ahead and pause and get to work on that. Go. Okay, let's see how you did. 12 times negative 5, as I said, is negative 60. I put negative 4 down here at the bottom. I put 12 and 12 in my denominators. Now I have to decide, what do I multiply together to get negative 60, add together to get negative 4. And so let's see here. I need numbers that are fairly close to each other. 10 times 6, 10 and 6, right? Yeah. So 10 times 6 will get me 60. 10 minus 6 will get me 4. So now I just need to decide, I need one of these to be negative. I want a negative 4. So I have negative 10 plus 6 is negative 4. Negative 10 times 6 is negative 60. All right, now I need to reduce these fractions. Divide each of these by 6, 1 over 2. Divide each of these by 2, I guess, right? Divide by 2, divide by 2. I get 5 over 6, 5/6. But negative. Remember that negative. Okay. Let's go ahead and do my two binomials here. So 6 goes next to the y and minus 5. And then 2y plus 1. All right, good. Let's do one more of these. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's do one more. Maybe 2. We'll start with 1 and see. 10x squared minus 9x plus 6. Okay, we got 60 again. All right, go ahead and see what you can do with this one and get started, and then unpause when you are ready to take a look at it together. Go. All right, let's see how you did here. I've got magic x because I've got a number here that I don't like. 10 times 6 is 60. Negative 9 down here. And then I put 10 here and 10 here. So now I need to decide, what do I multiply together to get 60 and add together to get negative 9? So one way to do this is I might find the factors of 60 and see what if I can subtract something together to get 9. 1, 60, 2, 30, 3, 20. Let's see, does 4 go into 60? 4 goes into 60 15 times. 5 goes into 60. How many times does 5 go into 60? 12 times. 6 goes into 60 10 times. And I think we're there. 6 times 7 doesn't go in there. 8 doesn't go in there. 9 doesn't. 10. Okay, then we're back to 10. All right, those are all the factors of 60. Now, can I get -9 from any of these numbers? So this would give me, if I subtract, I would get 59. If I subtract these, I get 28, 17, 11, 7, 4. This one I cannot factor. This is a prime trinomial. Sorry, I have to trick you, but you're going to see some prime ones here. Now, here's what you might be tempted to do on the homework or on the test. You're going to see one of these guys, and you're going to say, I don't really feel like doing the magic X. And then you're just going to write prime. Guess what? You're going to be wrong almost every single time. So on the test, on the homework, very, very few of them are going to be prime. So don't write prime unless it actually is prime. All right, so instead of just doing a bunch of examples, I feel like we've done enough examples here for you to get the idea. So I'm going to let you go ahead and get started on your homework. Plenty of examples there. All right.